Oh man, this is this is just pitiful. You know, it's absolutely pitiful. That's how it's so pathetic. It's on the verge of just insanity. Ah, people, man. Listen, I will never be upset about anybody who wants to go after money, who likes money and want to pursue money, and hey, that's your own thing. I'm not against anybody pushing in that narrative or that department any way, shape, or form. If that's what you choose to do and that's what you want to do, by all means, you have my blessing. Now, what it also comes down to is this, and I'm saying it as clearly as possible. The problem I have is people chasing other people's money. That's the problem I have. Mm, 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 mm. The chasing of other people's money. That's what this comes to. That's what it's about. And it's sad because Vanessa Bryant has been through probably one of the most traumatic experiences a human being could go through. To lose a child and your husband, who was one of the most iconic figures in the world. She's going to be reminded of it everywhere she goes. And people are going to mean well, but it's still going to hurt when they go, hey, I'm sorry about, your kids. Hey, I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sorry. This is going to go everywhere she goes. She'll never be able to go somewhere on this planet where people not know who she is, know who her family is, and what, Kobe meant, to just them as an inspiration. And then to lose her daughter, it's a painful memory because her family, they gotta move on. We see the smiles on the photos, but when the photo is done, we're left with a lasting image. We're left with a lasting image. They gotta go home. She's gotta deal with night cries and, kids just devastated. It's a very interesting situation that she has to go through in reality, and then to have the person that birthed her from a baby go on a television show and just it's in Spanish anyway, so I just heard that she was saying that Vanessa didn't give her any money and she's talking bad about Vanessa. I didn't need to hear it. Anything else. I didn't need to hear another word. I didn't need to hear anything. Because you are a grandmother, a nana. And if you could not have the decency of respect for your daughter, your grandchildren are there. You understand what I'm saying? Your grandchildren are right there. So with your grandchildren being there, you want to go out and bash their mother, talking about how she's not taking care of you? Really? She just lost your son-in-law, who did graciously improved your standard of living. And you had the decency enough to do that, right? That was your courtesy, to belittle your daughter, knowing the pain that she's been going through. That tells me what your motivation is right there. I didn't need to. Anybody who would do something like that because they're thinking about them, they're thinking about other people's money. It's sick. It's twisted. Now, let's get to the gist of everything. Vanessa responded. She took time out of her day to respond to say this. My husband and daughter passed away unexpectedly, and yet my mother had the audacity to do a television interview speaking negatively on me while shedding tears for a car and a house that were not in her name. She has removed all her diamond jewelry, emptied the apartment I have provided, and put away the furniture to make it look like she doesn't have my support. My husband and I have supported her financially for the past 20 years and continue to do so, in addition to her monthly alimony. Contrary to previous reports, she has not been physically present or emotionally supportive of my daughters and me after my husband and daughter passed away. Now, I see what is more important to my mother, and it's more than painful. I hope that everything that is coming out about our personal relationship ends here. Now, this is a woman who has to raise children who are wounded, and she's got to be worried about her own mental state. Now she's got her mother, who seemed like more of a manipulator just for money. And we've seen this on lower scales. It don't, they're dealing with millions of dollars. But we've seen this on lower scales. Parents over here putting a guilt trip and running it on their daughters and basically scamming their own kids. I've seen it. I've seen it. They run the sob story. It's like, why would you give them money again? Man, you don't understand. You don't understand. It's a painful thing to watch. When you know and they know it's going to end bad, they just hoping one time that it's genuine. She shouldn't even have to respond. She shouldn't have had to respond. Hmm. I'm not liking this one bit. I hate when someone takes advantage of somebody, at their time of weakness. It's these predators come in there trying to prey on your misery. That's more painful to her, to see that that's what really matters to her, with her mother. You know, because she got daughters. You know, they want to see grandma, and now you know what grandma's motive is. You don't want them to be a part of that or around that. You know, and it's painful because you don't have that, and you looking for support. You know, at this time, just emotional support, and you got to now be worried about what do they want to take from you. You know, vultures, in other words. But I'm out. I can't do this no more, man. I'm out.